Welcome back to a lovely one of my videos. It's not every day that you get to see my face unless you decide to watch my videos on repeat, then go ahead, do that. But that's not what you're here for today. You're here for me to tell you what I, the bearded otaku, read for the month of July, because it is another manga log. So, yeah, it's going to be, how it is. Still getting back to the swing of things financially, which means that volume-wise I didn't read as much as I would usually read, but I did read a good amount, and some ones that I really enjoyed. So, without further ado, let's get into what we read today. Not today, but this last month. And the numbers are 25 volumes of manga, 0 comics, and then I finished 1 series. So that's always good. There's going to be August is going to have a lot more finished series, so that's always fun. From there, let's just get into some ones that I started this month, And no, wait, I should talk about the one that I finished. Novel idea there, bearded. Novel idea. By the way, can you tell that I replaced the light bulb in that? Because it was flickering. It's a lot brighter. Or it's not. I don't know. So the series that I finished this month, the one series that I finished this month, was a shorty. It only had 3 volumes in it, and that would be Ghostly Things. This lovely 3-volume series is great. I enjoyed it. The art and the story for it was very, very good. And yeah, look at that. I love it. The covers were just filled with fucking colors, and it's very enjoyable. But the series, for a little bit of synopsis, follows this girl called I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Yachivo, I think, is how you pronounce her name. She can see spirits and stuff, but she goes to this mansion to find this book called the what is it called? I think it's called the Book of the Dead. To somehow find her mother, who disappeared, and she helps this small little thing that is on the back of the third one, Moro, out, and is essentially just looking for this book. I felt like it could have been longer. I definitely feel like it could have gone on for maybe another, I don't know, at the very least twice as long as it was. It could have definitely done that. As where it ended off, it could have lasted just ever. It could have continued on, but I'm happy where it was left off on. And if you want to pick up a short little 3-volume series, go ahead, do it. It was fun. It's good, and it won't break the bank, though each volume does cost new $12.99 US. So let's go on to a series that I have started this month. Hey, I only really started 2 series this month. This month has mostly been me trying to finish a few other series. That's just how it shapes up on my stack of manga to read. So the first one that I started reading, I got recommended from the Darth Pen. Darth Pen recommended this, which is great because I actually very much enjoyed the first volume, and I even bought the second volume, which maybe I'll get to reading it by the end of this month, maybe not, I don't know, which would be Die Dark. It is from the same creator of Doro Hey Doro, which I am almost done with it. I just need to find volume 23 somehow, and then I'll have every volume, so woo. But Die Dark is a different series. It's not set in the same world, I think, as Doro Hey Doro, and it's mostly set in space, and follows around this person, this lovely dude right here, named Shako, and he is like I guess would be like a necromancer in space, and people want him because apparently his bones will grant any wish that you have, which is weird. But we're talking about Q Hayashada. I don't know how to pronounce her name. But we're talking about her. If you've read Doro, it's the shenanigans. But yeah, crazy, weird, and very awesome. It's hard to explain, just like Doro. If you like Doro, you'll love Die Dark. That's the best explanation that I can get. So, yeah. Sorry. On to the second new series that I started this month, which was Shonen Jump one that I saw, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll check it out, you know? And that is Undead Unluck. It is very weird, to say the least. So, essentially, you have this girl in the back. Her name is Fukiko, and she just, like, really wants to romance and be loved and all that fun stuff, but the unfortunate thing is anyone that goes around her and touches her, she is very unlucky for them. Quite unlucky. But, you know, I was trying to, like, make a better... No, mostly death. That it's unlucky to the point of death. Like, so she was about to commit suicide, but then when this guy, which I can't remember, Andy. Andy shows up, who is literally unkillable. Like, at one point he is just a head and his body grows back. So he is like, hey, I want you to kill me, because apparently Unluck will probably kill me because I'm undead. And eventually they start, like, by the end of the first volume, they start getting attacked by a weird organization, and that all possess weird abilities that are, like, unsomething. Like, I don't know the best way to explain it, but it's essentially just him trying to get her to use her powers for him to die. I think that's the best way to explain it. Volume 2's out. I will probably give Volume 2 a shot, but I haven't gotten around to getting it. So, yeah. Very interesting, weird story, and, you know, I love weirdness. So, let's get on to a series that I've continued to read this month. Hi. Okay. On to manga that I have continued to read this month. There's a few more, just because I felt like the other sections were a little bit smaller. So, ones that I have been continuing to read this month, which would be, one, starting off, the Dungeon of Black Company, which has been goddamn hilarious and funny, and I love it. It's a isekai that essentially this character, Kinji, I think is how you pronounce his name. I can't pronounce his other first part name. Anyways, he is stupidly lazy and wants to just live out his life in luxury and not have to worry about anything. But then he gets fucking isekai'd, but not in the way that most isekai. Truck-kun didn't come by and crush him. No, he just suddenly got teleported one day living in his penthouse, and then all of a sudden he's like, fuck, I have to work for this company. And it's essentially him rising up through the ranks and being like, I want to get to the top so I don't have to worry about having to do any fucking work. Now that is a man after my own heart. It would be great if I could just go and do absolutely nothing all day. That would be great. That would be fantastic, and I would love it. He's living the dream. You can actually see his face right in the background for a wanted poster. But yeah, this one ended off on Volume 6 ended off on a weird cliffhanger that I was not expecting, which, kudos. So, from there, we got another isekai that I wasn't 100% sure with Volume 1. I may have talked about it in another manga, Manga Log, but I wasn't 100% sure about it. Maybe I did find it interesting though with Volume 2, so I kept with it, and that is By the Grace of the Gods. Essentially, this is a very interesting one that I actually enjoyed. That was one hell of a way to, entice people to read something. Good job, Bearded. By the Grace of the Gods is essentially a story about this guy named Ramawa, however you pronounce his name. This kid was essentially a system engineer who died one day in his sleep, and these 3 other gods were like, okay, we're going to send you to a different world, and you will be able to live the life that you kind of can, because your life kind of sucked. Like, it sucked. And, he befriends the gods, and he starts breeding slimes, and he is happy. And by I think the middle point of the first volume, he meets up with this group of people that he then goes out and sees the rest of the world, because he was living in the middle of the woods for like 3 years by that point. So it's really interesting, and he's just got a lot of fucking slimes that he controls, and it's great. I like the art in it. Where is a good yeah, I love the art. It's like all bubbly and happy, and I love it. So yeah, really good. Would recommend this if you have another isekai itch that you want to get into. It is what it is. From there, definitely a very different story from that one, and not an isekai, and that is Levis S. This one is extremely interesting. If you have read Levis, you might have only read the this one, which is like the first part of the story, which is like a an omnibus for it, but it continues after, and the story that continues after is so good. I really highly enjoy it, and would recommend more people to read it. It's essentially story-wise, I think of a weird time in history that people use mechanical parts and stuff and fight in a mixed martial arts, and use this thing called Star Water to get weird powers and stuff. And I don't know the best way to describe it other than you should go read it. The art in it is fantastic. Like, good God, does it just look at that. That just is awesome. So, yeah. These are fast reads because there's not a lot of words in it. Most of the time, it's mostly just let the art and the action speak. So, yeah, go read it. There's only 8 volumes out for it right now, plus the omnibus first part of it. So, yeah. From there, one that makes me laugh all the goddamn time, and so good. That is Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatori. I probably have talked about this on another manga log. If I haven't, well, I'm talking about it now. Read Volume 7. Essentially, story-wise, is about this girl, Nagatori. Yeah, I think I pronounced her name right. And she constantly is picking on this guy, her senpai. But, I think based off of certain other things, she just has a crush on him and doesn't express her feelings other than through picking on him. But she starts liking him more and more, where he starts to get more and more of a, Beck. He starts getting better at dealing with situations, because at first he was just, a loner painter in the art club, but he has slowly gotten a lot better, and it's adorable and funny, and goddamn does it make me laugh a lot of the time. So yeah, go read it. It's great. Like, I didn't think I was going to like a character who constantly annoys another character, but I do. So yeah, go read it. This one is probably, if you've watched the Manga Log, he finally got back into it when I said it was a good fucking series, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm talking about Drifting Dragons. Good God, is this good. It started off, it's kind of slow, but as it has progressed, it gets better and better because of the world building and such. And you just get so hooked into the crew of the Draken ship. And recently, you have a weird... It's so good. So good. The art in it is fantastic, and I absolutely enjoy it. Like, good God, look at this shit. Look at this shit. So good. Recommend it. The first, 2 or 3 volumes is a little bit slow, but after that, it's great. That is all just set up, and you getting to know the people on this Draken ship that are going out into the skies hunting goddamn fucking dragons. Yes! Just go out, read it. Or if you want to, it's on Netflix as an anime. So, go out. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Anyways, change of pace, different wise. This one is one that I've read, and I wish that the characters would just fucking talk to each other earlier on, because goddamn. But it is A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow. It's about this girl who moves to a small town after her dad gets a different job and is overseas, I think it's overseas? Yeah, overseas, and is essentially now living with her aunt. She meets this other girl in the aquarium club, and they're blossoming feelings. And goddamn, could we just get to the part where it's I love it. It makes me sad at points, but I'm just rooting for them to get it together. I just want those two to be happy. Just those lovely I just want them to be happy. But yeah. These are quick reads, by the way. Volumes 1 through 7 are very quick. I think this one had more words in it, but yeah, like this right here. See, not that many words on some of these panels, but you get the emotions conveyed within the facial expressions and body language, which I enjoy. Less of talking and more just trying to understand body language, which I, as a person, do not understand. So, yeah, really enjoy it. Go out, read it, especially if you like Yuri. It's great. From there, another one that is just man, I love them. I want them to be happy. And that's A Sign of Affection. It's a really good series. I think I originally heard about this from the Manga Log because his wife reads it, or I may have seen it on Instagram somewhere. I didn't remember, but Sign of Affection is great. Apparently, the creator of it creator of Shortcake Cake, which maybe I will pick up at some point, especially because I enjoy this series so much. Essentially, Yuki is a deaf girl. And she's in college, and she starts, becoming interested in for this guy, whose name is Itsumi. I am so sorry for every Japanese person for me butchering your language. I'm sorry. But it's very adorable, very cute. I wish for all the happiness for these two, and that they get together in the end. And there's not that many deaf characters in manga, so yeah, very interesting. Would love to read more of this. I think the third one's out, so I may pick that up eventually. But for now, volumes 1, 2, and 3 are out, and I would recommend this. It's great, it's adorable, and the art is... What can I say about the art? It's just soft. So soft. And I love it. It's a shoujo, so it's focused more on the characters than the world. So, I love it. I love it. Okay, I'll just go off screen again and end the video. So, I'll be back. So, I hope all of you had a lovely time watching the video. That has been what I've been reading for July. It was great. I am slowly buying more manga again. Finances are getting back to where they should have been for the last year. So, woo! Yeah. I will still take it slow. I won't be buying like the hundreds of volumes in a month again, but you know, yeah, it's nice. I hope you all had a lovely July. If you've read any interesting ones in the month of July, please put it down in the comments. I will read it. I want to know what other people are reading, so I may start more series and get closer and closer to financial debt. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you did, think about leaving a comment down below. Think about subscribing to see more of my stupid bearded face. Hitting the like button if you definitely enjoyed the video. If you did not, go ahead and hit that dislike button. Or hit the like button. Change it up a bit. You never know. Yeah. That's it. Hopefully you've had a lovely, lovely time. Stay safe out there. Just, you know, stay safe. Hopefully you are happy. That's it. I don't know how to end these videos. Go out, read manga. That's the only piece of advice I have.